The Cost of Becoming a Brand by the W YouTuber Tommy. Ah, goddamn, bro.
Ever since Mr. Beast blew up in 2020 and slowly worked his way up to be the face of YouTube, people have been saying he altered the way YouTube completely works, or he quote-unquote ruined YouTube. Everything became about pop-up text and crazy CGI visual effects in a video. If you don't have the budget to burn them,
I don't know. I'm not gonna put 100% on the blame on Mr. Beast for doing that. How else was he gonna have his own channel pop up? You know what I'm saying? We'll go crazy. But it has caused a lot of videos to start copying his, you know, making full-on movies, a cut every goddamn 3 seconds. You know, it just completely deteriorated the minds of all of us. But also, it wasn't just Mr. Beast. It's TikTok, Instagram Reels, all that. But that just all started at the same time, and it just tore down our brains. All in 2020. It all happened in 2020. I just realized that.
alive, then you might as well hit the door because you're not gonna make it and you're better off just working as one of Mr. Beast's editors to fulfill his empire. Even Mr. Beast himself admits all the time that he completely changed the fabric of YouTube. Because of that, last year he started changing his video styles to be more slower and comfortable to watch, while also tweeting out at other creators to stop doing that type of overstimulating content. But the damage of that has already been done. Now, I'm gonna be honest, while he did impact YouTube to be in that type of format and creators out there still follow it, people saying nowadays that authentic creators no longer happen because of Mr. Beast are completely wrong. I mean, come on. You're watching me. Yes, I'm glazing myself. I will say come-ups with someone like Queso, for example, are a perfect example of how they still happen. Only 3 years ago was he streaming out a 2 megabyte Wi-Fi setup.
Literally, bro, Queso's growth is fucking crazy. And I love Queso, bro. He was like one of my favorite YouTubers by that time. Now it's Joe Bart. Joe Bart is also one of them, bro. Like he was authentic, yelling at the camera and telling his own opinion, bro. He's also one of those YouTubers that grow up authentically, bro. But Queso, oh my god, that time watching Queso was hilarious, bro. I still kind of watch him to this day, but jeez, I'm happy for his growth.
50 to 60,000 viewers every time he streams. As someone
Literally, like that is crazy to think about.
I think the thing that really changes creators is when they turn from a creator to a full-on brand. And someone I've been hearing people say that a lot about.
And Kai Cenat, I can see why people think that Kai Cenat would like see himself as a brand, but that's what most creators are. They are the brand. They are the business. That's what they have to do. Like without them, the business would not be able to boom in the first place. The business wouldn't even start it in the first place, bro. Like, who else would they give all the sponsors to? Who else would they give all the shit to instead of the creator? They're the creator. They're the brand. Will you make it to that point? I guess it depends on how you go out with that. Like, you know, with Mr. Beast doing all that bullshit and people saying Kai is being money hungry now. I don't understand how. He's doing streaming. He's entertaining people. So I don't know why. He's trying to find shit to hate on, bro. But hey, they're the brand.
As someone who started seeing Kai a couple of years back, I think even the biggest Kai Cenat fans will tell you he's completely different the way he acts on camera. Down to the jokes he'll make and what he even.
I don't know how I used to act like back then, so I can't really explain on that part.
He does on stream is totally different. And look, just to get this out of the way, I'm not some big Kai Cenat hater fan page that shits on everything he does. Like, I remember when they were trying to cancel him for not building a school in Nigeria because he said he was gonna do it. Acting like a school gets built in a couple months. This is in the middle of a village in Africa. Not to mention the amount of forms
I forgot about that, bro. People are actually mad about that, bro. That's gonna take probably a year to build that shit, bro. And he's still funding it. He's still trying to pay for the school. I don't know why people are complaining, but like it's gonna be built in 2 months. What is up with these niggas' time frames, bro? So
off from the government, and also it's out of the country as well. But you could tell as he started climbing to the top.
And we only admitted in the video. We only admitted in the video. And I just yapped a storm, bro. My bad.
Which happened to Mr. Beast. Turning yourself into a brand, therefore having to hold back things you used to do. And the problem with this specifically as a creator is because people see your come up and how you used to act. Then when they see you kind of pulling back on it or afraid to be like that, it feels like a betrayal to the people that used to watch you. I would compare perfectly to a creator and a music artist. A music artist can pull this off because they're signed to a label and usually come out polished to how the label already wants them. Meanwhile, with the creator, people see the change happen over time. There's a ton of TikTok edits of Kai from that time and people saying they miss him before he changed. And now because he's changed over time, it's made a whole new meme of people pretending to be Kai's viewers, basically saying they're the most parasocial people on the planet.
Bro, what are you doing?
Shh. Kai's talking.
Bro, what?
I never seen this trend. What the hell?
Well, it's not just Kai. Drewski's there too, and Kevin Hart.
I really want to know who actually sits here and watch this nigga sleep. Why? Bro, honestly, I don't care. That's some bum activity, bro. Get a fucking job.
Also, his subathon did not help the narrative because people started calling it the begathon halfway through. He had things kind of set up like a TikTok live streamer when he was sleeping, where if you gifted subs, stuff would happen.
I thought he did this like in the first and second Mafia-thon. What? I thought this was a thing the whole time that he did this. People act like this shit is new. What the hell?
Not no Brigham John type of stuff, but regular things. And to reach the goal, he probably did have to do stuff like this. It's 1 million Twitch subs. But the clips just
look absolutely atrocious.
In the first 30 minutes of me taking a shower, it is called Dirty 30. Where while I'm in the shower, if you guys sub up, you guys can make me more dirty.
What? No, that's not a real clip. That's not a real clip, bro. That's not a real clip. What the hell?
Wait, but how can somebody upgrade you though? That's my question. How do you earn upgrades?
They can get up to 500 gifted in the next 30 minutes.
500?
I mean, it's what he had to do to get 1 million subs, but I can see why they call it Begathon now, bro. Cause that shower part was fucking wicked, bro. What? More subs, you get more dirty. What kinky shit is he hosting?
30? Goddamn!
me personally, I noticed the difference though between this subathon versus his others. Is this one was a lot more corporate and focused on hitting the goal mainly. Like he had
yeah, it was way more focused on him hitting the goal and all that. I try to understand the other side of it because, you know, at the end of the day, he's a business. He's trying to have his content grow and grow more. But at the end of the day, some of his viewers don't like that. Like this, I think this is like the first day of subathon, bro. People ain't fuck with it already because since Kylie Jenner was on there, some other people on there. I don't know. I didn't watch the subathon really like that, but like I can understand like why people think like this looks so corporate. Like it's not. It doesn't seem like actual authentic content that he's just doing for fun. It didn't really seem like that, but I don't know. He had to get his money. He had to get his views. He had to get his business booming. So hey. It is what it is.
A ton of A-list celebs coming through, Kim Kardashian, Selena Gomez, etc. And I noticed when you reach that point to people where you as a creator feel unreachable and are with these huge people, you don't feel as authentic to them and they know you're gonna have to hold back things to reach that point. There was also a lot of celebs coming through and using Kai's platform just to promote their and dip. Mariah Carey literally showed up for 30 minutes to promote her album and bled.
What? I didn't even know she popped up on stream. She came in to promote her album. Yeah, this is not helping her case at all. This is just bad.
Compared to Kai having a full sleepover stream with Drewski and Kevin Hart where they
like that. This is so much better. I missed this rather that more than some nigga being on there for 30 minutes promote something and then dip like how Cardi did to Aiden, bro.
Both actually cared about giving good content. That's what people actually liked about Kai in the past when he started doing this. Him bringing celebs on stream who don't just want a free promo. I understand too though that people change and sometimes that's not who they are anymore. But there's a difference between growth versus changing yourself to make sure your brain is 100% neat. Another way you could tell a creator is kind of focused more on their brand and less about authenticity is the way they approach certain political issues. This should be clear. I'm not saying every creator has to talk about every little political issue going on, but a good indicator for people has been how creators approach the topic of Palestine. At this point, Palestine has got to be like a 95% to 5% issue on how people feel about it. A majority of countries agree how the Israeli government is and has straight up admitted they're ethnically cleansing Palestinians, except of course the United States of America. By the way, in the time you've been watching this video, they've made $37,000 and $43,000 off your tax dollars, so...
Damn.
In the name of freedom, this is a small sacrifice you must accept. People dying in America, we gotta give it to Israel so they get free universal healthcare. And people have been really getting on Mr. Beast for not saying anything about it. You know, as the internet charity guy who gives money to impoverished people all over the world, it was kind of expected by his audience to happen. He don't even gotta say nothing for real. He could just have a little donation next to all the donations he's done. But as of now, he hasn't done it. And there was also this stream last month where Mr. Beast was doing a charity with Aiden Ross and XQC, where Free Palestine gets said and he's dead silent and kind of looks like he's held back by something.
I'm not gonna fully like act like I know what the fuck, you know, why he's not do say anything, but it has to be because he's sponsored by companies that probably support Israel. I'm sorry. He probably sponsored by companies that probably support him that makes him a lot of money. So that's probably why he ain't say nothing. That's just an assumption. Do take that with a pinch of salt, okay? Because America and Israel are like this now. Because you never know what's going on behind the scenes with these creators, and they just promoting all this shit to everybody, bro.
You just know a million things flashed through his mind in this moment. He thought of the worst. Feastables being yanked off 7-Eleven shelves. His channel getting banned by the Trump censorship hammer for teaching kids wokeness. My prediction is he had talks with his team and they probably told him not to do it because it's too politically charged to say anything. But for people saying it's because he doesn't mention politics, Mr. Beast donated $150,000 to organizations when the BLM protests were going on. And also said Black Lives Matter, which is a political movement. So, I'm not sure how much that excuse can be used. I'm not even saying this to discount all the charitable things Mr. Beast has done and helped people, but now that his brand is bigger, he's definitely more reluctant to get into issues like this, as you can see. I guarantee
Yes, it's so much easier for him to get in issues like this. They just don't see them as a person, bro. They like, Mr. Beast is a regular fucking dude that just does his job in the entertainment business. That's all he is. He's just a dude that does a job in an entertainment business that entertains you, and like you enjoy that content. That people are just so weird and parasocial with that, thinking that they just agree with everything that the viewer is supposed to agree with, bro. No, it's a different dude. He has different experiences than you, a different mindset, a different thinking. No, not thinking, a different thinking than you, basically.
When the conflict's over after like 5 or 10 years, he's gonna finally speak on it. I say it was an awful, terrible tragedy and everything, but when he gets asked on why he didn't speak about it in the time, he's just gonna say, well, I mean, you know, I just didn't know the facts at the time. This is like the go-to for every war that's happened, including in World War II. This is one of the biggest political issues in the world right now, and we're in the most critical time, so I don't know if people can get away with this anymore like they used to. It's also a problem with someone like Mr. Beast, where you become so big and are a brand yourself that you lose all personality and become soulless in a sense. I genuinely could not tell you the last time I've seen a real emotion from Mr. Beast on video. Actually, scratch that. I think I finally saw a little more coming back from him when
I seen emoji from Mr. Beast on the Aiden Ross street, but he felt so uncomfortable and annoyed being around these niggas, bro. Now Mr. Beast, he has to act like that around the companies, bro. But I know in private or like it probably ain't streams like those, I feel like he could be more comfortable being himself instead of being like a corporate businessman when he's up on commercials, up hosting other people's shit or something like that. But I don't know.
XQC this on stream.
You like Feastables? No. Kill yourself.
See, like, bro, he's so much more comfortable, I'm pretty sure, with the audience that he's around. It has to be the audience.
Yeah. These kids don't know anything about Mr. Beast 6000.
Yeah, they don't know about this old Mr. Beast, bro. He's still there. He just have to calm down a little bit because the sponsorships and the corporate and all that, bro. He can't really act crazy.
Imagine he's been keeping him dormant inside and he's slowly been making his way up to take over like a symbiote. One of the things that are different with creators compared to actors is creators have to have a personality to stick out and grow their audience. With actors, you get fed a script and show emotions of a random character on screen. So it doesn't matter if the actor actually has zero personality, which is why when you lose that personality as a creator that people fell in love with, you start to disconnect with your audience. A good example of someone who I think does it well while changing themselves for the better is Speed. When Speed first started blowing up, he straight up got famous for ripping slurs and saying the most wild he could for the clip. 2021 Speed was a different beast. I don't think someone could have a come up like he did in 2025 nowadays. Over time though, as he grew up and matured, he still kept the same energy and personality.
Yeah, he's still the same person, still hyper and all that. He just changed up the content that he's doing, and he's while still being the same person, and he enjoys it.
Without all the wild he was doing. I'd assume he probably looks back at some clips and cringes at how he was acting. And with Speed, you don't normally see people complaining about Speed holding back for sponsorships compared to Mr. Beast or Kai, because he still feels authentic, just mature now. In a way, I do kind of
way more mature, way more mature.
Someone like Mr. Beast or Kai may hold back on saying certain things. For example, what I was saying with Mr. Beast in Palestine. He may be able to say it, but it could risk potentially losing sponsorships, meaning having to fire employees. And then that person's life is ruined over what he said. But if you chose that path where you want to grow your brand and there's now a risk of you having to be inauthentic, then people are gonna notice, and eventually it could lead to making things worse. Anyways, that's gonna be it. Let me know how much
So I don't like that, bro. If a company goes to me and I can't act a certain way, bro, fuck you. I'm not gonna work with you. No, I don't care. Like the money is not worth it that much if I'm just gonna have to change myself for what makes you happy. No, I don't care about that, bro. I just want to be me. But yeah, this is a nice little rant, nice little yap sesh video. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. How do you guys feel about these content hold on. How do you guys feel about these content creators becoming a brand, or those, you know, those weird ass brands that you see all over the internet? And let me know what creators do you see as becoming that brand as well. But yeah, thank you for watching.